And welcome back inside Mariners Minute as a big win for the Mariners here at Eldridge Park as they defeat the Orleans Firebirds by a score of 9-3. I'm Thomas Sinzer alongside my broadcasting partner Austin Rooney. And Austin, I said before, a really big win for the Mariners to get back on track.
It's big for them to snap their 4-game losing streak, and they do so in convincing fashion with a 9-3 win over the Orleans Firebirds. Good news for the Harwich Mariners is they continue to play against the bottom of this East Division. Mariners currently 6-0 against Brewster and Orleans, and they'll play Brewster tomorrow, and then Brewster back at home on Friday. So a couple more opportunities for the Mariners to pick up some wins.
Again, as we said before the game, they're 0-4 against Windy this year and 0-3 against Chatham as well. So again, they struggle against those upper tier teams in the East Division, and now they face a Brewster team the next 2 days, a little home-and-home series where they're 2-0 against them, and then we'll head back to play against Chatham again. So a couple opportunities here for the Mariners, but before we go towards the future, we'll talk about what happened today. The big 9-3 win over the Orleans Firebirds. The pitching was excellent. Bond did his best stuff on the mound, but again, the bullpen with Portamani and Miziasic did a good job to help really seal the deal.
Let's start with Tyler Baum. Baum went with 4 innings for the Harwich Mariners. He allowed 1 earned run, and he also struck out 4 batters. He looked pretty good. Again, he doesn't have his best stuff tonight, but still he's able to work through it nonetheless, and he pitched really quite well, despite the fact he didn't have his best stuff. His curveball wasn't biting quite as much as it normally does, and he maybe didn't have quite as much in the fastball as he sometimes has had this season. But again, Tyler Baum, despite that fact, looked really good tonight.
Yes, just finding a way to win, and that's what Tyler Baum did exactly tonight. And Portamani, came out for 3+ innings of relief in relief of Baum. How do you think he did well to do tonight?
So we went 3 2/3 innings of work tonight. He allowed 2 runs, and he was also charged with the run that when Miziasic came in, that was still his responsibility. So he's going to be charged with 2 earned runs, but I don't think that fairly represents his start. He had a really low pitch count throughout the entire night, and he ended up, I think, just around 50 pitches through those 3 2/3 innings of work. So he pitched really well in that department, got quick swings, quick outs, and his first 3 innings were outstanding. And then he ran into the 4th inning of work, and he's a little bit tired, and at that point, things started to go a little bit downhill for him. But overall, I thought it was a really strong performance from Miziasic.
Yeah, especially a guy who was, where you said Portamani before, Portamani, a guy who was on the roster in the beginning of the year and then was a temporary player, then was released and re-signed by the Mariners. It's great to see him back as he was one of the guys really reliable down the beginning of the stretch for the Mariners. And the bats this evening as well. Timely hitting was key, and that's been the theme this whole season. Aaron Schunk with a nice RBI single in the 9th inning and a big home run by Casales to seal the deal.
Yeah, so Aaron Schunk had a double earlier in the game, and then he came up with a big 2 RBI single, and that gave the Mariners 2 insurance runs and 2 big insurance runs. It looked like that was all they were going to get at the time. But then 3 batters later, after 2 more guys get on base, all of a sudden Danny Casales hits a 3-run home run over the left field fence, and he said, it was a 3-0 count. And then he got the green light on 3-0, and it was a check swing at a pitch that would have been ball 4. And he wasn't very happy with himself, but he said, I got to stay in the batter's box, keep on fighting. Gets a fastball over the middle, and he hits a really long fly ball to deep left field out of here.
It was an easy work hitting for Miziasic in the 9th inning as the Orleans Firebirds were defeated by the Harwich Mariners by a score of 9-3. So that'll do it for us in Mariners Minute. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow as the Harwich Mariners will travel to Brewster, play the Brewster Whitecaps. First pitch at 5 o'clock. And don't forget to tune in for the pregame show starting at 4:45.